This chair is a design icon. But is it actually good and comfortable? We will find out in this video.
This chair was designed many years ago in 1969 by Charles and Ray Eames. Originally it was part of the Eames Soft Pad chair group, which was a more comfortable evolution of the aluminium group chairs.
The idea behind this Eames design is the combination of a strong aluminium frame with softly upholstered seat and back pads, which makes the chair more comfortable.
The goal of this chair was to make it more comfortable while keeping the already established aluminium structure. Because of its timeless design, you see this chair in many different environments, such as professional, modern, but also classic environments.
From the rear, the chair reveals its clear construction, with the aluminium frame running in one continuous line from the backrest down to the base.
Without a doubt, this chair is a classic and a design icon. But is it actually comfortable? And is it still worth the hype in the year 2026? Stay till the end of the video and find out in our review what we think about it.
If you are interested in Eames chairs, you might already know that there's two companies that play a big role. There's the company Herman Miller, who has the license to sell the product in the US and Canadian market, and there's the company Vitra, which website we can see here, which has the license for the chairs for Europe, Middle East and also Africa. Here on the Vitra website you can see that all of these chairs speak one design language, and there is also a design system behind the Eames Soft Pad group. This graphic shows that there is 8 different models and also many options to customize them. And the most interesting part, in my opinion, is the configurator here on the website. Here you can change the model of the chair. Behind the name EA, you can see the number that belongs to the different models. The chairs don't differ only in the visual aspect, they are also made for different purposes. For example, there are work chairs, lounge chairs or also conference chairs. Very nice here on the website is also that you can see a rendering in 3D that you can also turn and see from different angles. In the next category you can change the base of the chair, which differs in color but also in material. And here you can change the cover material. There's not only the option between leather and fabric or textile, you can also choose different colors. There's really almost no limit for individualization of this chair. And the last option here on the website for the individualization is that you can choose the base, and here you can choose between different wheel types, for example one that is good for parquet floors.
The design of this chair is very light and architectural. But what is about the ergonomics? Is it actually comfortable and good for your back? In the following I will show you the adjustments that you can make on this chair.
Personally, I find it very comfortable, even after long hours at my desk. Now let's talk about adjustment options. There is this screw, and if you open it, it allows you to have more flexibility, so that you can lean backwards. This is very recommended when you sit many hours in the chair. And there's also this handle, which you can use to adjust the height of the chair, as you can see here in my demonstration. By the way, in this video you can see the textile fabric version of the chair. This is not the leather version. And also here you can see the base is not the shiny aluminium version, it is the matte black finish. And it's the model EA217.
And now we come to our review of this chair. Our categories are design, material, durability and price. So let's talk about the design first. The design of this chair, as you could see in the video, is very well planned. So the main idea was that you have this strong, durable aluminium frame and at the same time to make it more comfortable with the soft pad and with the cushioning. Also, it is worth to mention that Charles and Ray Eames are legendary designers of chairs, and many of these chairs and models are still around till today. And you can also say that they really shaped the design of modern office seating till today. The legacy continues. And also what is also important about the chair is that you can make a lot of configurations to have your individual chair. You can choose between the colors, and this makes this chair also like a design system. You can use these chairs for many different environments. It works in offices, it works also at your home, it also works with different styles of interior design, and I think that is also a reason because the design is so well made. It's also at the same time quiet, it is timeless, it is light, and it's very architectural. And this all together I take for a reason to give this chair 5 out of 5 stars. Our next category is material. So let's talk about the material of this chair. On one side we have the aluminium construction, and I want to mention that this construction is very rigid and durable. So if you try to move it around by pressing it in any direction, you will see there's almost no movement, and that shows that the design is very well planned. Especially because I want to mention that the aluminium frame is not one single piece, it is put together. I think it's 2 or 3 pieces that are screwed together, but still the construction is super rigid and you won't feel that in any point when you use the chair. Yeah, so the other big part of the material is of course the fabric. In this version that we have here is the textile fabric version. For this material my impression is also very good. If you touch it, like the surface feels very well. You can also see that the stitching in the textile fabric is very precise and very well made, so the production quality is really high. There's only one little downside that I experienced with this chair, especially with this fabric textile version. There are sometimes some small fabric threads that you will see also in the video that I will show you here. It's also not a big downside of the chair, but I want to mention it. And also, if you think about the price range of this chair, I think that is maybe not so the best thing that you see this in the chair. So I would give for the material the rating 4 out of 5 stars. In the next category I want to talk about the durability of this chair. It's also worth to mention that the design, as I said already in the video, was made in 1969, and after that there have been many production years of this chair. And there's also a market where people buy and sell used and also old versions of this chair, and this shows that the product is lasting very long and it is really around for many years. And I can tell also from my personal experience that I don't see any change or wear down in the material. I had, for example, situations where I accidentally hit the aluminium frame, but there was really no scratches that I saw. I saw photos of other chairs where you could see scratches in the aluminium frame. I don't want to say that it is not possible, but I find that the durability in my opinion is very high. And also the thing with these chairs is that you can change parts. So for example, if you have some defects or something is broken, you can change the base, you can change the wheels, you can change the fabric, even if you go to a specialist that can change it. So all in all, in my opinion, the durability gets a 5 out of 5. In our last category, we talk about the price, especially about the question, what do you get for your money? So how is the value for price? I want to mention that this chair is very expensive. If you go to the Vitra website at the moment, you will see that the base version of this chair is around 4,000 euros. And that is a lot of money for a chair. But on the other hand, you could also see it as an investment, because if you buy this chair, as I said already in the other categories, this chair is very long lasting and many people can almost use it for their whole lives and also give it to their children or relatives. Also at the same time, it's an investment in terms of design, because you buy one really iconic design that you can use, so it's also not any chair. And there's also the legacy behind Charles and Ray Eames that you also buy with this chair. But on the other hand, I think about 4,000 euros is still a lot of money. And if you only think about the price would be half of the price, let's say 2,000 euros, you could still say 2,000 euros is still a lot of money for a chair. And so it's really hard for me to answer this question. And I think it's also a good question for the comments. So let me know your opinion about the price. Do you think it's fair? But in the end, I have to give one rating in this review. And in my personal opinion, I think the price is really a bit exaggerated. I think it should not be that expensive. So I would give this category for price 3 out of 5 stars. This is the end of our review and this video. I hope that you liked it. Please let us know in the comments what you think about this chair, and also let us know which kind of products you want to see here in these videos in the future. I hope that you enjoyed this content, so please subscribe and see you in the next video.